I looked at the reflection in the mirror, but I couldn't recognize the person staring back at me. From my neck down to my wrists, my skin was a map of my confusion. Covered in ink, every tattoo was a scream for attention, a desperate attempt to find an identity, to say to the world, I am free, I am different, I am happy. Growing up in America, that's what I was sold. The idea that freedom meant showing everything, chasing every thrill, and decorating my body to fill the emptiness in my soul. I had the lifestyle, the friends, and the look. But every night, when the music stopped and the lights went out, I felt a silence so heavy it was deafening. I was running a race toward a finish line that kept moving. I thought if I got one more tattoo, travelled to one more city or gained more followers, the void in my chest would finally close. But it only grew wider. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of superficiality. I reached a point where I couldn't breathe anymore. I remember sitting on the floor of my room surrounded by the success the world told me to chase, and I finally broke. I looked up and whispered, if you are there, whoever you are, please, just show me the truth. I can't do this alone anymore. That's when I picked up the Quran. To be honest, I started reading it with armor on my heart. I expected to find something harsh, something that would tell me I was a lost cause because of how I looked or what I'd done. But as I turned the pages, the armor started to melt. It didn't feel like I was reading a book. It felt like the Creator was reading me. For the first time, I felt seen. The Quran spoke of a God who is closer to us than our own jugular vein. It spoke of mercy that covers everything. I read about Maryam, the mother of Jesus, and her purity, her strength, and her devotion. I looked at my tattoos, symbols of my old life, and then I looked at the words on the page. I realized that while people judge the skin, Allah judges the heart, and He was calling me home. The day I decided to take my Shahada, my heart was pounding so hard I thought it would burst. I walked into the mosque with my sleeves rolled up, my tattoos visible, terrified that I would be judged. I thought people would see the ink and think I didn't belong. But when I stood before the sisters and said, Ashhadu alla ilaha illa Allah, something miraculous happened. I didn't feel judgment. I felt a physical weight lift off my shoulders. As the words left my lips, I felt clean. For the first time in my life, the sisters didn't see a tattooed girl. They saw a sister. They hugged me, and we cried together. In that moment, the darkness of my past was swallowed by a light I can't even describe. Choosing the hijab was the next step, and it was the most liberating decision I ever made. People in my old life asked me, why would you hide your beauty? Why would you join a religion that limits you? I just smiled. I told them I was never free when I was showing everything to the world. I was a slave to everyone's gaze, to the beauty standards, to the need for validation. Now, when I cover, I am finally in control. I am not for sale. I belong to my Creator, not to the world. I decided to share my journey online because I knew there were other girls out there just like me. Girls who are covered in the ink of this world, whether literally or metaphorically, and who feel like they aren't good enough for God. I want them to see my hands. These tattoos are permanent. They are reminders of where I was. But my heart is new. I tell them every day, don't let your past stop you from your future with Allah. If He could take a girl like me, lost, tattooed, and broken, and bring her to the sweetness of Sujud, He can do it for you too. Every time my forehead touches the prayer mat, I remember the girl who was crying on her bedroom floor. I thank Allah for not giving up on me when I had given up on myself. My tattoos are still there, but they don't define me anymore. I am no longer a canvas for the world. I am a servant of the Most Merciful. I have finally found the peace that no needle or ink could ever give me. I have found the light,